Good morning, Mr. Chair, Senate President, Senator JV, and to all the resource speakers that are here. Um, uh, Undersecretary Rio will present our proposals for the amendments. But before she present, Mr. Chair, the crisis that we underwent in the last 100 days has actually emphasized what we need to amend in the oil deregulation law, like the lack of regulatory powers of DOE over the industry because it's a basically a liberalized market-driven industry kahit sa presyo or sa stocking and even inventory levels. There's a limitation there, pati yung enforcement natin, Mr. Chair. So Rio will discuss that. And the second part, Mr. Chair, is the strategic oil reserve, the National Reserve, Mr. Chair. Um, we're happy to report to you, Mr. Chair, that PNOC together with DOE has been talking to MIC and exploring the project. And fortunately, there is we're making good progress on this, kasi PNOC has the property. MIC is the source of funding, and PNOC actually has about, I think, about 10. PNOC Mother has about 10 billion as corporate funds that we cannot access. We're hoping we can access that through the next budget season. Para yun na lang gamitin, Mr. Chair, because to build a reserve for 1 million barrels is about 5 billion pesos. So,
Let me before you
Yes.
continue,
Yes, sir.
Secretary, if I may. I was talking to the government of the United Arab Emirates, particularly their ambassador.
Yes,
May I know, because when the last time I spoke with them, they were volunteering. As a matter of fact, even the president was informed about it, that they're volunteering to build us
Yes, sir.
a facility where we can store our reserves. Whatever happened
Yes,
to
sir.
that
No,
proposal?
Mr. Chair, we're continuing the conversations, whether it's Aramco, who's the other company? Aramco and then the Saudi ADNOC, and even the Japanese, Mr. Chair, we're talking to them. There could be several parts of this project. I think one thing for sure, we need our own proper tanks also. And we can also develop more tanks and rent it out to Aramco, or Aramco can build it for us. And there are several iterations of the business model, Mr. Chair. But one thing is, I think we need to make sure that we have to have our own, just for national security, Mr. Chair. But a second phase of that could be agreement with these companies. Not only Aramco, there are several companies actually from all parts of the world, since they heard about our interest in embarking on the project. Marami pong proposals tayo.
When do you think we can realize this, Secretary? Kasi these people or these agencies or this government are very willing and interested in helping us out. So kung nandyan na yan, may mga proposals po sila, kailan po kaya marirealize? Kailan po kaya mag-uumpisa yung construction nito? Para kung sakasakaling magkagulo na naman po sa Middle East dahil tayo po'y dependent talaga dyan, meron na po tayong paghuhugutan. Hindi na po tayo nangangamba. Kagaya po kayo, para kayong hilong-talilong nung takbo rito, takbo doon, para kayo nagpapalimos kung kani-kanino. At least kung meron tayong reserve na ilang milyon, wala tayong kakaba-kaba, di ba? Kailan kaya ho marirealize ito?
Yes, sir. Actually, it gives us a sense of confidence also na we can in fact even yung presyo din mamomonitor natin kasi sarili tayong pwedeng ibenta sa mga oil ka. But how long will it take to construct? More or less, Mr. Chair, if we're talking only about 1 million barrels, no, we can scale it up over time naman. Mga 1 year siguro, Mr. Chair. So within this administration, 1 year construction plus the permitting and everything that we have to do with DNR, mga importation, mga ganun. Siguro within this term, within this administration, Mr. Chair.
So are you saying before 2028, makakapagawa na tayo ng ating oil reserves storage?
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Actually, we're actually doing the calendars na, and hopefully last quarter of 27 or first quarter of 28.